So the Did Cash Patel video, like the Did Cash Patel commit obstruction video, got a lot of feedback. Um, I was expecting people to take it the wrong way for two reasons. One, that sounds like music to my ears reason, right? And then two, is your way off. And both, here's my discrepancy with both of those takes, because of course I don't want anybody to take a question and reposting other people's material saying, isn't this interesting? Look at this. Can you debunk this, or can you validate it? Can you validate or debunk it? Can you get some expertise, somebody with resources and expertise to look at this? As being my perspective, like that's what we're trying to resolve, is the part about you not knowing what happened. Okay, so like, mainstream legacy press will not acknowledge things like that. They feel like it's not, they won't, like, it's like not worth their time. It's like they're kind of like, we feel high-minded about, and our information is always like, facts based, and so we won't even acknowledge that. We won't even honor that with a response or something like that. But that has nothing to do with you just being able to process and make up a mind for oneself. Secondly, if someone did say that you're way off, and maybe they said that because I speculated that there was no firing pin in the rifle. That is hinging on if the conclusion about those evidence that I showed you turned out to be true. The next day, I said this is all debunked, and it looks like the response from the crowd, looking at where the shot came from being Tyler Robinson, suggested that that it was pretty credibly debunked. So I don't know. It's like, there are going to be people that just because you touch on something like that can change drastically in a couple hours. This is like old news was going by, and it was a couple hours old, and it was already old for a time. Then later on, it kind of slows down, and then it's like, days will pass and days will pass between new information. So there's new information that I haven't had addressed or debunked yet. A couple of different perspectives. Somebody saying that they spotted drones, tiny drones, fast movers. Like somebody told me that they saw a dude in a white shirt recoil after a shooting. It kind of doesn't explain how accurate, and but like there's always going to be like, there's some things that kind of discredit the other thing, so it's like, while you're saying it, you have to make a wager that you can't know. It's not about whether you're right or wrong. It's just acknowledging that I can't know this, and that's the issue. Like, why I can't know this is the thing that has to be alleviated. A attitude about collecting information. Sometimes that is like maybe what people think is wrong, because we're not going to honor you with a response. Or you're leading people on. But see, it's not a grift. Like, I never asked for money or anything. I was just like, man, this kind of stress, this kind of make me sick. Like, will somebody look at this? Help me out. You know what I mean? Give me your perspective and tell me what areas to look. And people say that, like, they know somebody who captured film, and or they know someone who has some evidence, and they're like worried for them or something. Like, I have patience to get around to all of that stuff, and I don't want anybody to agree with me because you think it sounds like music to your ears. Like, this is exactly what I always already knew happened. That's not good, and neither is just saying that you're wrong for passing it along, because not knowing is not the issue. That's what we want to resolve. If I ever said that I knew what happened, then somebody saying that you're way off, I would be like, cognitive dissonance. But you can't hit me with that, because I don't know how clear I need to be about this is a question mark. the title, like I kept mentioning that we don't know this for sure and it has to be looked at. Please validate or debunk, and I don't care. The next day I made a video that says about the past video that it was all pretty much credibly proven to be wrong. I don't know. People are probably not going to watch this video. It was just that video that everybody watched. People are not going to see this stuff. But that's like the kind of like the collective psychology. You can't speak to everybody that has still prevalent like there's still prevalent suspicions and attitudes, right? You can't really, they're going to be there the whole life, your whole life. It's just like an aversion to somebody trying to find out things. What is it about not knowing that's already guilty? For one thing, if I had planned or executed this, I would have known all this elements. Then you wouldn't be able to say you don't know what you're talking about, because you would be talking to the people that did the crime. So the fact that I don't know is to be expected. It was like there's people that get grief for asking questions. Like if you're in like what's it called? Protestant, like you know, like you join the Protestant or like Calvinist or something, like there's like these like little cults and everything that have, you can what is it that they have instead of a deductive reasoning? Like it's like they have some kind of a oh shit, what's it called? Like miracle statements. Like they have like examples of miracles or something like that. But I'm not saying that there aren't miracles. It's just that if that's all they have, then when people start asking questions, they just shun you. So it's like, if you're an adult, you would just be like, I'm out of here. But if you're a kid, like, you're not leaving. Like you're gonna sit there and get all this indoctrination.